Breaking news happening right now on this Monday after Father's Day. Following a brief 24-hour surge, Father's Day has officially expired, and with it, any sign of appreciation for dads seems to have completely vanished. Perhaps not so stunningly, America has now returned to its usual state of completely forgetting dad exists, unless something needs to be fixed, funded, or fetched from a high shelf. According to analysts at the Center for Pointless Studies, attention toward fathers peaked at around 4:15 p.m. on Sunday, right as most dads finally sat down in their recliners with a cold beer and prepared for some much-needed peace and quiet. The goodwill towards fathers then sharply declined over the next few hours until those same dads essentially became completely invisible to their loved ones yet again. Fathers across the country have reportedly already returned to their natural habitat at Home Depot, where they've been seen wandering the aisles, repressing their emotions, and ignoring their nagging spouses. Meanwhile, emotional support hot dogs have been deployed to dads across the Midwest, and in a related story, Google searches for "My family totally stinks" spiked by over 3,000% this morning. It's more evidence that dad disappointment is at an all-time high. Again, if you're just joining us, Father's Day is over, and dads across the nation have returned back to their baseline of being grumpy, ignored, and unappreciated. The world's best dad mugs are already in the dishwasher, if not the trash, and it's a nation in mourning, indeed. Experts predict the next time dad will receive a direct compliment will likely be during his eulogy. We now return you to your regularly scheduled plan of completely neglecting your father for the next 364 days. Back to you.
So, what do you have planned for us today?
Now, what do you have for us?
What do you have for us?
What do you have for us?
I don't know. Would everyone please stop asking me that?
Wait, there is just one more question.
Just answer my question if you don't mind.
Don't you dare say that!
What do you have for us first?
The canned laughter. So glad it's back, and so glad you're here. Good morning. Happy Monday. Monday. The stuff of legend. I don't know if it's the stuff of legend. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm at. There we go. Okay. Hey, it's Monday. It's the 16th of June. We are mere days from the official start of summer. Officially summer. Good morning, Fred. Happy caffeine. Happy caffeine indeed. I need caffeine. I'm a little pooped. But I had like the best Father's Day ever this year, I got to say. I mean, I genuinely didn't have any issues other than occasional slow traffic, and that's kind of every day for me because everybody's slow when I'm driving. No rest for the wicked, Brandy. That's right. Right out, right back into it. It was an energetic weekend for sure. You know, I got lots of pictures when I was backstage and so forth, but I didn't get a picture with you. I barely got a picture with Julian because we didn't even think about it. I didn't get a picture with Deb. I got one shot with the girls. I just wasn't in a take pictures state of mind. I got some pictures of the concert, but I didn't shoot any video. I don't know. I wasn't where my brain was at. But Freedom Fest was awesome. Good morning, Bethy. Good morning, Dennis. Hope you guys are having a fantastic kickoff to the week. It's wet here, but that's okay. We're supposed to have decent weather tomorrow afternoon. We got another catfish game tomorrow night. Look at that. Yeah, I'm Fred Durston up today. I like this hat backwards more than I do forwards, which is rare for me with most hats. But I don't like the front sits real high for me in my vision. So I feel a little Gomer Pyle-ish with it front side. It's not terrible. And I do like the fish. Anyway, tomorrow night, Bark in the Park night. Bring your dogs to the ballpark. $10 a ticket. Shit, it's like it's 1978. We like our beer flat as can be. We like our dogs from Turk Dogs with whatever you want on them. So anyway, yeah, Freedom Fest was Saturday. Ian Ferguson from Perryville played a fantastic set. Gen X, of course, delivered the dance vibes as always. And Sam Barber, he was so good. I'm wearing the shirt. Also, these are those comfort color shirts. They're like, it feels like they've been worn for about 10 years, right? They're just cozy ass shirts. Kudos for not being chintzy on your shirts. And they threw out like 40 of these. Or me and Julian did anyway. We were t-shirt cannoning, and it was like feeding catfish at a farm. Just throw it out, and they just scrambled for shirts. But anyway, Sam Barber put on an incredible set. Dude's like 22 and just ripping it. And he's from Brazo, Missouri, which is like just north of the farm. And get this. I was talking to Dad about the show. He goes, well, hell, I'm old friends with his grandpa. His grandpa that is on his album, and he talks about Dad and him were, I think, 2 years apart in school, not in the same high school. But interesting side note that I learned from Dad, the commander is always full of wisdom and knowledge. Sam Barber's grandpa was on the Perryville football team in the mid-'60s that went to state, that won state that year, I think. It was like 65 or 66, Dad was saying, I think. I don't remember exactly. But there's a little trivia for you about Sam Barber's grandpa. But anyway, I honestly would like you guys to go listen to Sam Barber's music because I was unfamiliar. Other than the, you hear one and you're like, oh, that's the one that got him viral on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. But the dude is talented. To me, it's kind of a Mumford and Sons, kind of that more deeper, darker kind of vibe. It's not, you're not getting pop country out of this kid. It's not what he's doing. It's much more, it's not that superficial without sounding tacky. Anyway, I dig his music. There's another artist, Fink. If you go look up Fink, F-I-N-K, Fink had a song on the show House, and it was one track, and it was, I can't remember. Anyway, go listen to Fink, and that's another one that I feel like could influence him that probably didn't. Anyway, Sam Barber. So good, I got the shirt. And the shirt's really cool. The back of it's really cool. I'm not standing up and messing around with all that. We got a show to do, gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. But thanks for tuning in. Dennis, glad you're here on the YouTube again. Free Dennis. Another day. We need a sign. I need to make a graphic that says 0 days without an incident with Dennis's name on the top. 0 days without being banned from Facebook. Poor Dennis. Napoleon was also exiled to an island, Dennis, so don't feel like you're a loser. That dude dominated. You know what I mean? Free Dennis. Dennis is like, I'm not free. It costs $20 a date. How was your Father's Day, dads and families? Yeah, and you can say that freely on YouTube, and they're not going to ban you for it, are they, Dennis? YouTube, there you go. My Father's Day was just about perfect. Got up, I was not too beat up from Freedom Fest, so got up, we went to church. I saw Julian at church, and he's like, man, I'm wore out. I was like, yeah, it was a long day, but it was a blast. Where to listen for Sam Barber? You can catch him, TikTok, Spotify. I mean, he's now got a full album on Spotify and actually just dropped a new single back mid-April. But yeah, it's I wasn't expecting what I got, and I listened to him basically like for 24 hours straight. Just had it on the mix. My Father's Day was good, though. We had church. We got done with church. We went to El Acapulco, our traditional Mexican restaurant, post-worship. And we're joined by my dad and my father-in-law. Had a nice lunch with them. And forgot to give my dad Father's Day gift because I'm a dumbass and left it in the Jeep. So I have that today. I'll give that to him later. Anyway, had lunch. We got done with lunch. We came home, packed crap up in the Jeep. Went out to the river. We didn't even get out there till 3:30, almost 4. But we hung out till 6-ish. But the river was up as I hoped it would be. The swimming hole was just about perfect. If you go to my TikTok, you can see a video of my daughter and my Insta360 sinking to the bottom of said swimming hole. Because this video starts, you hear her say, I won't. And that's her replying to me saying, don't freaking drop my camera. She friggin' dropped my camera. But that's okay. They're sturdy and they're waterproof. And I got a good shot of a bass out of it, so I'll take it. Dennis he says, I need someone's help. If anyone knows how to work Facebook, let me know. Thanks. If someone wants to help Dennis get back to the island of Facebook misfits, we'd love to have him back on Facebook. I don't understand what the hell went on other than, maybe it's just an anti-Gargamel statement. Papa Smurf's got secrets. So that was my Father's Day. And then we got home last night, and I got my show prep done for this morning and went off to bed. Kara was already zonked out. That's all right. Still snuggled up. But I'm glad to be back with you to start today and get things going on. And I got plenty on my plate to do, so let's dig in on morning shenanigans. It's Fresh Veggies Day. I went to the farmer's market Saturday morning, got my fresh veggies. Nothing like fresh farm veggies. Those sweet onions that one lady's got. Shh. Tell me about it. Eric McGowan knows, and that man can cook. It's National Fudge Day. Whether you're in Uranus or not, celebrate National Fudge Day. Any of you guys been to Uranus, Missouri? We've not, and National Fudge Day would be the perfect day to celebrate at Uranus. I mean, if you're going to go anywhere on Fudge Day, go to Uranus. It's a day trip, just a straight shot right up to the middle of Missouri from us. Oh, the jokes. They're just terrible. Just terrible. Okay. National Cannoli Day. You can get a great cannoli from Speck Pizza for dessert. You want a cannoli? Gabrielle stand out there at the farmer's market and yell at you until you eat a cannoli. And you need to eat it because they're good. They're not the healthiest thing in the world. Sometimes you make choices and you bounce that out later. It is Take Your Cat to Work Day, which is a terrible, terrible, terrible idea, unless you work in a pet store and that's where the cat lives. Don't take your cat to work today. People will not appreciate that, and your cat will most likely not appreciate that. I know you cat owners empathize and understand. As much as we'd love to have fuzzy, no, this is kind of a respite away from them. I'll get home and get yelled at the moment I walk in the door because there's not fresh food. Good morning, sir. Hope you're having a good start to your day, Robert. Kicking it. Got that glow up. Let's go. It is World Sea Turtle Day, and I love a good sea turtle. My dad and father-in-law yesterday were discussing travels as, old white guys like to take trips. Young white guys like to take trips. We just can't afford it. But anyway, Dad, the commander, next whirlwind adventure, talking about what it could be. He still has yet to go to Egypt. Not the best trip right now. But was also discussing going to Machu Picchu and then over to the Galapagos Islands. What an interesting choice for the commander. Didn't know that was on his radar. I'd be down for that one. I'm not skydiving, but I'll freaking scuba all day. Under, I'm not scared down there. Up, no. But anyway, that was just a thought for a trip. I'm like, I bet that's some expensive shit. And it is. It is. That's an expensive trip. So I don't know that I'd ever be able to pull that off. But it's cool. But anyway, it's World Sea Turtle Day, and the Galapagos Islands are home to a lot of protected species, including to some of the sea turtles. So get your turtle on. I like turtles. I like turtles. Damn it, I missed an opportunity for a GIF. All right, today's Totally Impossible question, sponsored by the Groundabout, because my coffee was first today. First. I was first. First cup to the peasants. To me, 29% of people admit doing this intentionally, even though it's rude. What is it? Guess away. 29%. Yeah, Dennis. It's a dedicated trip for sure. And I didn't think you could stay on the Galapagos, but you can actually stay. They do have places to stay on the Galapagos, which I thought was interesting, as protected as that area is and everything. But I mean, it's probably pretty book it in advance, right? Sea turtles are awesome. And good morning, Lorraine. Happy Monday. All right, so 29% of people admit doing this intentionally, even though it's rude. Guess away on today's TIQ. We're going to get started on some B-days. It's your birthday. Go Lolita. Dancer Hayes. A. It's your birthday. I go by everybody's Facebook names. Lolita, Dancer, Hayes. Happy birthday. Happy Monday birthday. Celebrate with a cupcake with one of those sparkler candles. Don't light your carpet on fire. Katie Kesterson, happy birthday. Hope it's an amazing day. Hope you're treated like a queen and get at least 4 high fives from cool people today. It's the best. Beth McCullough, happy birthday to Beth. Talking over someone when they talk. No, but that's a good guess. No. Burp. No. Expelling gastric. Bleh. No. Beth McCullough, happy birthday. Lovely Beth. I hope you have a fantastic Monday birthday. Buddy Davis. John R. Davis, Esquire, purveyor of fine mechanical parts on two wheels. Buddy, happy birthday. That's a good guy right there, kids. You ever get a chance to hang out with Buddy? You treasure that time. No burping, no farting, no talking over someone when they talk, just silence from you. That was not a very good Gru. Good morning, Ty. Go fish. This is how dumb I am. The other night, I don't know, mid last week, I had an idea for a catfish social media, like a little skit thing they could do that I thought would be funny, but I couldn't figure out how to end it to make it actually funny. So what I did is I typed the entire prompt into Chat GPT, and I may have been a little bourbon-y, but I typed the entire prompt in of what I wanted, and I said, turn this into a cartoon sketched out storyboard. And it friggin' did. And it was pretty close to the concept I was going for. So I was like, okay, I can storyboard with Chat GPT now. That was interesting. But anyway, I won't tell you what the plan was because I couldn't think of a funny way to end it. And it was more like an SNL, like that. All the funny's already done. Let's just quit. That's kind of how it ended. Yeah, if we don't get crapped on Wednesday, Wednesday's not looking the best. But it's not a terribly busy week. I mean, all things considered. We had 7 days off. That's just nuts. We off. Plenty to do. Buddy Davis, happy birthday. Ryan Bruce, happy birthday to you, sir. I know he's going to get a bike ride in on his birthday. Mud, slud, let's go. Weezer, I Want a Dog on right now. I love this song because it's just so soft and gentle. And I play it for the rockers in the morning. And there's somebody driving right now. You know what I mean? Good song. Misty Dinkins Thrower, happy birthday to you. She served up lots of fun stuff and food this weekend, I bet. It's also your son's birthday. Big double digits. Nice. Pronouncing the first decade his. Conquered. Onward to the next decade. The teen years. Shit. Happy birthday, Trevor, to your son. And happy birthday to Marla Mills. It is Marla's birthday today. And summarily her sister's birthday today. But happy birthday, Marla. Coffee to you guys. And you share a birthday with actress and singer Leanne Rimes' husband, Eddie Cibrian. He's 52 today. Big up. Tupac would have been 54 today, so you used to have Tupac's birthday. Another big up. The Ultimate Warrior would have been 66 today. A lot of dead people born today. That's not a good sign for you guys. Phil Mickelson's still alive, and he's turning 55 today, so golf away. That's really all the celebrity birthdays I got for you. All the rest of them were born on a different day. Sorry. No other celebrities. Not Puff Puff passing. Not as far as rude and they still do it. No. But good guess. Ignoring calls, hang-ups, ignore texts. No. Beeping at someone. Meep, meep. Driving the speed limit. I know, right? What a terrible, terrible affront. No, that is not it. No burping, no farting, no nuts so far. Cutting in line. That's a good one. Not it. Nope. We're still looking for your TIQ correct answer. This one might last a little longer than I thought. Speaking of traveling to Machu Picchu, here's not the commander. This is I don't know what this is. I don't even remember what I made in this graphic. Is that a little hippie person? Because the pants look kind of Bonnaroo-ish. But then at the same time, wait. I love that part because he kind of howls. I figure a song called I Want a Dog, if the last note goes, ooh, the dogs are going, right? You know, little hound dogs, little basset hounds. Oh, sold. All right, well, today in history, on this date in 1893, Cracker Jacks were introduced to the world at the World's Columbian Exhibition, Chicago World's Fair. 1893, Cracker Jacks. Didn't exist until then. They were better in 1893 than they are today. Now today they're so full of fake sugars and crap that it's almost like you're like, crunchy chemicals. Not as good anymore. I will, honest to God, throw that out there. Cracker Jacks in the last 40 years have declined in quality and workmanship immensely. And prizes? The fuck is a little Cub sticker? No. You know what, Cracker Jack, you fell off. I'm not going to lie. But you're still a piece of our Americana. Let's see. Yeah, Phil is only 55. That's what I was thinking. It must be the drinking. Having 11 items in a 10-item line. Oh, those pecker gnats. Oh, those sons of bitches. No, that's not it. Being a close talker and not brushing your teeth. Oh, that's tough. That's nasty. That's not it. But yeah, I'm with you. Hey, Darren. Oh, hey, hot. 1903, Pepsi officially got its name. Before then, it was, give me some of that brown shit. Pepsi sounded a lot better to people, so they stuck with it. And then 37 years later, 1940, the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally was held for the first time in Sturgis, South Dakota. Become quite the treat over the last 80 years. Any of you guys ever been to Sturgis? Not me. Every time I saved up for a motorcycle, we ended up having a baby. So I stopped saving up for a motorcycle after twice. 1960, premiering in theaters on this date. Psycho. Correct grammar. Nope. Coughing or sneezing without covering your mouth. Good guess. Terrible. Hi, COVID. My name's Darren. Nope, not it. Let's see. 1978. Space Invaders. Remember the video game? The little dude goes back and forth and pew, 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 and you got to shoot the big wads as alien. I was good at that shit. I was a Space Invaders ace. Anyway, Space Invaders was first demonstrated on this date, 1978. I was 4 years old. Now y'all feel real old. But it was debuted by the Taito Corporation in Tokyo. On the same day in the United States, Grease was released. Tell me about it, stud. Olivia Newton-John. Whoo! You could still get excited watching Olivia Newton-John's Let's Get Physical. Even though it had like fat dudes all in that video, it still had Olivia Newton-John in freaking workout gear. Let's get physical. I want to get physical. Let's get in physical. Let me hear your body talk. You know what I mean? Closing the elevator on somebody about to get in and making eye contact right before the door shuts. Just. Right? That's rude. That's not it. Passing the Dutchie on the right-hand side would be definitely a party foul, but not it. Not it. 1980, the movie Blues Brothers, adapted from the John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd skit from Saturday Night Live, premieres in Chicago. Ooh, sweet home, Chicago. Boo-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Good movie. Indoctrinate your children. Make sure the next generation is aware that it's 106 miles to Chicago. It's dark. We got a half pack of cigarettes and we're dark and wearing sunglasses. I forgot I got it out of order. And we debated for a long time whether it was 104, 106, 108. Having a phone call in a stall in a public restroom. Having a phone call on speaker anywhere like this in Target or Walmart. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or, I know. Bitch, you crazy. Whatever the conversation is, keep it to yourself. But that's not it. Yelling squatters' rights every time and not paying when you land on someone's property. I'm pretty sure there's a house on the corner that's got that going on right now. It's a little heartbreaking because you see kids going with water bottles. They're walking up to the pavilion to fill up water bottles. There's no utilities on in this house. There are resources available. We're on a mission from God. Texting while eating dinner. Good guess. No. No, Robert, that one was just came out on its own on National Fudge Day. Letting someone in the elevator, closing the doors, making eye contact, and then... and then nothing. That is more than rude. That's assault, brother. Not tipping, not it. Keep guessing. 1990, Roxette hits number one with It Must Have Been Love. But it's over now. It must have been good, but we lost it somehow. Must have been love, but it's over now. That's got a good chorus. I like the chord structure in that. But number one, 1990. It's kicked off the decade. Digging for gold in public. Knuckler, one knuckler, two knuckler, doesn't matter. That's not it. Good guess. 1998, a Florida woman, 40 years old, gives birth to a son live on the internet for the first time ever. It was the first ever live childbirth on the interwebs. Everybody could watch. Matter of fact, 2 million people tuned in to watch. I mean, that's weird to me. I don't know. Hooray for science, I guess. I don't know if it was sciencey. That is true. That is true, Fred. Oh, and save them up. Don't put any out there now. Don't do it yet. We're going to have a 10-minute window today where we're going to tell dad jokes in the comments, and you guys react to dad jokes. Like them, love them, whatever. No self-liking, just like Cody Henry's show. Whoever we decide has the best dad joke in that 10-minute window is going to win. I'll Venmo you $10. I'm going to seriously Venmo whoever, or Cash App or whatever. We'll work it out. But I'm going to send you $10 for having the best dad joke. But not yet. Them shit's coming later. It's more important that you know that in 2011, Representative Anthony Weiner resigned from Congress because of his sexy pants scandal. The Weiner has left the building. You're welcome, America. Speaking of wieners, ladies and gentlemen, Stone Richards, Weatherlord. I know. I got so excited for Stone, I spit all over myself. Hot dog. Showing up late for a date. No. But you're in the neighborhood. Lorraine, I will say, you're in the neighborhood on today's TIQ. 29% of people admit to doing this intentionally, even though it is rude. Interrupting the weatherman? No, but good guess. Smart ass. Stone Richards, ladies and gentlemen. Stone says it's a tumultuous week, an unsettled week ahead, right? As I understand, this morning you said this. We have unsettled weather in the forecast the first half of this week, followed by dangerous heat and humidity this weekend. Summer. It's never winter. Anyway, flash flood watch in effect for southeast Missouri till 7 p.m. off the bat today. And parts of southern Illinois, western Kentucky, but ain't nobody watching from there. We're expecting slow-moving thunderstorms to develop through the day that will drop very heavy rainfall amounts in just an hour or two, and that's what we've been seeing. I had an inch in my gauge from yesterday, or from last night. We had an inch from last night. Boom. How about that? Wednesday, late afternoon and evening, risk of severe weather appears to be increasing. All hazards appear possible, including damaging wind gusts, a few tornadoes, and large hail. Shit. And then this weekend, near heat advisory levels, so this will be an elevated risk of heat-related health impacts as well. Today, though, is not terribly hot. We're going to top out at 82. But it's steamy and sultry and all the euphemisms for hot and wet. Tuesday, high of 87. Wednesday, high of 89. Wednesday night, Thursday, Juneteenth, high of 87. Mostly sunny. It's going to be hot. like 7 inches from a midday sun. And then, hot this weekend, right? But tomorrow, catfish game, weather should be decent, actually. It's just going to be hot. We got AC in the box. Hooray for us. It's going to be a steamy one, though. So bring your doggos. We'll have water, but bring some water for your dogs, too, okay? Don't let the dogs out. And don't let them pass out. Ooh. Okay, Stone. I think we understand. We'll just keep an eye on things, day to day, as we normally do. Now it's time to go to our happy place with some Brekkie Bits nonsense. Peace. Hunger Jacks. A wiener should watch his step, especially if he's got long ears. Rain, and then more rain at the shore, then it gets really hot. I mean, it sounds like you're kind of echoing southeast Missouri and sticky icky. It's like hot dog breath outside. That's a good analogy when you live close to the river and you get some of that. When the water recedes, you get some of that mud funk and the heat and humidity. It's a dog breath summer. Ordering something with multiple ingredients at a packed bar. I'll have a frozen strawberry long iced tea with Grey Goose, but lemon, not lime, and a twist of vermouth. And he just tried to call me. Oh, Dad, the commander tried to check in, but it hung up. Okay, good enough. I'm sure the commander will call back to check in if he wishes to. We had an instant call hang up, so I think it may have been unintentional. All right. TIQ is still alive. It is not a wiener, but 29% of us admit to doing this intentionally, even though it's rude. Okay, I thought maybe this was another one of those social media bullshit things. It's some fan film tribute kind of thing. Spaceballs 2, Son of Spaceballs, whatever they're going to end up calling it. There is going to be a second Spaceballs movie, and it has been confirmed that Bill Pullman and Rick Moranis are making their way back for it. Yes, that's right. The Schwartz is strong with this one. And Mel Gibson, 98, he's coming back to be the Schwartz. Yeah, he's going to be in the movie again. Fucking 98 years old, man. Let's hear Mel Brooks. Let's just hear it for Mel Brooks. Hot damn. Mel Brooks. As yogurt. But yogurt. I can't wait. Taking shoes off on a plane. That is terrible. No, not it. Inviting other people to events. Like, you invited this person. They just bring a +6 that you were not ready for. That's terrible. That's shitty. That's not it. But it is rude. And I bet that might even be higher than, 29% is pretty high. All caps are using Comic Sans or even Papyrus at this point. Yeah, it ranks in mine, but not the answer we're looking for. Mel, not Gibson. Yes, Mel Brooks. Did I say Mel Gibson? Jesus, that was a Freudian slip somehow. I don't know about that. Anyway, it's going to drop in theaters in 2027. So my daughter will graduate high school. We'll all go see Spaceballs. Irish goodbye at parties. No, but you're in the neighborhood-ish. You gave up after History of the World Part 2? Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what we get. The last original player in the women's baseball league that inspired the movie A League of Their Own, Betsy Jochum, has passed away at 104 years old. R.I.P. Betsy. Shout out to A League of Their Own, and a shout out to the Du Bois County Bombers in the Prospect League. Their stadium is the stadium where they filmed the movie. Yeah, pretty cool. Now let's see who can handle it. I bet if you could pull off that voice, you could probably, if you could get the Dark Helmet's voice, you could woo Mickey Sharp with that Rick Moranis deep job like that. Ooh, Rick Moranis. Are you the gatekeeper? And then you mix it up like that, and it's blow. Arriving to a party or event empty-handed. No, good guess. Oscar-winning actor Gary Oldman Soccer's David Beckham, as we mentioned last week, and The Who's Roger Daltrey were all knighted on Friday for King Charles' birthday. Happy birthday to me, ching, ching, ching. Gary Oldman, though. Sir Gary Oldman. It's awesome. I don't want to salute you. It's not an American thing. We ain't found shit. And the actor, have you seen that TikTok? The actor who played that role, who's played so many things since then. He's like, but all I get remembered for is this line. And then they play the clip. Poor guy. Eating all the shrimp at a party. Boy, that is the worst, isn't it? Oh, man, cool. Nice charcuterie board. Oh, they've got shrimp cocktail. There's no shrimp left. You can have cocktail sauce and celery. Eric Purr Sullivan, he was the kid that played Malcolm's youngest brother in Malcolm in the Middle, the little blonde kid that was hilarious. He is taking a pass on the series revival because he's working on his master's degree at Harvard. Yeah, kind of smart. Good for him. The 4-episode miniseries began production in April, but he said, no, I can't. I'm working on my master's right now. Appreciate it, but child star for life. Good for him. Mattel is partnering with OpenAI to integrate, listen to this, AI capabilities with some of their hottest toys. Iconic brands like Barbie and Hot Wheels will now be equipped with AI. It's Skynet for kids. Come on, man. You know you've seen the creepy shit that went on in Toy Story, right? Imagine when your kids start reverse engineering this shit and then creating open source code that's got Barbie with a crane on it walking around and shit. That's creepy to me. Nope. Dewey. Yeah, thanks, Dennis. Double dipping chips. Oh, that is pretty tacky. Actually, I do that. I don't give a shit about your dip. I'm not an individual dipper. If you've got open dip and I'm standing by it and we're having a conversation, you're going to see me double dip. And it's not because I don't like you. I don't believe in that shit. I just flip my chip, right? You don't put the bitten end back in. Sometimes you just snap it off. You don't put lip to chip. You don't need your lips. Unless it's like Pringles, then you make duck lips. But you know what I mean? So you just, and then you take the untouched by mouth part and you dip. Fred guesses in binary. Nope. That's the Mattel dad joke right there. Inviting people to an event in front of someone not invited. Oh, that is tacky. Ooh. But no, that's not it. Today you learned I caused COVID. Yeah, it was me and all my monkey science and my double dipping chips. Accepting an RSVP and a no-show. I'm going to give... You're so close, Gregory, but I'm not going to give it to you. It's so close. You're close. Accept an RSVP and no show is so close, but I can't give it the nod. But somebody's going to get it. You're going to get it. I believe in you, Gregory. I believe in you. I'm going to see it. Just you got a little window. See if you get it. Correct grammar. No. I'm going to do that all day and piss everybody off. Okay, let's see. What were we on here? Gordon Ramsay, his secret for the best scrambled eggs is creme fraiche, a French staple, often referred to as European sour cream. You can find it at Costco and at Asian supermarkets for some reason. It's French. Robert, you and Gregory get a high five since you said give it to Greg, and it's a double win. Breaking plans is what it is. Breaking plans. So accept the RSVP and not show, that's a no-show. It's not necessarily you breaking plans. Now, if you accepted an RSVP and then they canceled it, or they didn't show, that would be breaking plans, right? So I'm going to give it canceling plans last minute, not showing for a day. You guys are in the ballpark. That's it. Breaking plans. Not breaking bad and not breaking plants. If you break plants, that is more than rude. That is criminal. Don't break my plants. And I've seen them do it, you sons of bitches. All right. So we're going to give it to it. That's it. Gregory, congratulations. Robert coming in with the assist. Puck off the deck. Vice versa. Who cares? Ref said it was a good goal. Oh! All right. Avocados can keep you out of insomnia land. That's right. Eating an avocado a day for 26 weeks improved sleep health scores by 3.2 points, along with diet quality and blood lipid levels. So if you have problems sleeping, eat an avocado every day. Not the seed. That will not pass well. That'll be a whole new visit to Uranus. John Mulaney said canceling plans is like heroin. It's like, oh, I don't want to do this, but it feels so good to just shit on somebody. Is that what it is? I don't know. What else? Yeah, so get your European sour cream for your eggs. What time is it? Holy shit, it's 8:11. We gotta go. Skip this. I know we're done with Brekkie Bits. Sorry, Hungry Jack, Simple Jack, whatever your name is, jackass. Attention. A fisherman has spotted a rare black iceberg off of Canada's coast. I saw this story, and I called Carrie, and I said, Carrie, I've got this story. Would it be off-putting if I were to take my head, blackface myself, and replace an iceberg floating in the ocean? Because of the context of the story, fisherman spots rare black iceberg off Canada's coast. To which she said, yes, that would be offensive. So let's talk about this iceberg spotted off Canada's coast. No, this is not blackface. I just basically faded my face into the iceberg because that's the whole joke. Iceberg. But I did not blackface myself, so there you go. You have to process payroll. You have payroll? Damn, you are a professional. Good luck. Math hurts. Process payroll means he's got to divvy up the pesos from the last bank robbery they just had. A fisherman off the coast of Newfie captured footage of a rare black iceberg floating in the North Atlantic, prompting widespread interest after the video circulated online. Yep, went viral, seen floating among more typical white icebergs, which means equality. It's cool. They hang out. It stood out due to its deep, dark coloration. Black icebergs are uncommon, and they form when compacted snow or older glacier ice loses air bubbles, okay, and reflects very little light. So there's not a lot of intro-outro with the light on these icebergs. So it gives it a darker appearance. It can also have some volcanic ash or sediment that was trapped during the iceberg's formation. That could be in there changing the color too. But they're pretty cool. The fisherman recorded the video from his boat, said the sight is unlike anything he's seen in his many years on the water. Actually, in his many years on the water in Newfoundland. Plenty over there, Dennis. Okay, so the experts say that while these are rare, they're not completely unheard of, especially in polar and subpolar regions where glacier activity is high. And as we see more and more glacier activity, we'll probably see more of these. It'll become a little more common as glacier calving increases in certain regions. But anyway, I kind of just had to have a black iceberg. That's not my dad joke, but it is dad joke o'clock. It is 8:14. For the next 10 minutes, go. For the next 10 minutes, I'm accepting your dad jokes in the comments, and we're going to look at them. We're going to laugh. Like I said, my Father's Day was a good one. It's a little post-Father's Day afterglow. So I want your best dad joke. Your likes will determine a winner. Let's say like I said, till 8:15 or 8:25 will be our cutoff, and then we'll do warm and fuzzies. Okay? Dad jokes. I've had this ice cream bar since I was a child. No! Okay, dad jokes. Let's go. And we're going to keep this in the live community. That's why I'm saying the next 10 minutes, because I'm not going to Venmo somebody who watches this tomorrow and comments. Although I appreciate your viewership if you do. We're here for the live, baby. The live love. And I'll have to keep the Facebook page open, I guess, to keep an eye on that. Dennis, if you comment with one, or if it comes off YouTube or whatever, I'll type in the name or something that you guys can vote on, since you can't vote on, the restream comments. I got to get Facebook open here. I don't have the Facebook feed. Oh, there we go.
Right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Hey. Monday. Dad joke time. Okay. Son. Dad, I'm gay. Dad. Son. Or dad. Hi, gay. I'm dad. Okay. Dad jokes. Here's a good one. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Dad jokes, right? I grew up with a kid named Tom who had no arms. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not Tom. No, but is that what his walkout was? Was cult of personality? I don't watch the wrestling, so I'm unfamiliar with his walk-up. Hey, what do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Yeah, that's classic. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Come on, comments. We're 2:45 into it. You got 7 minutes, 15 seconds left. And if nobody reacts on them, I'll look at the comments when we get done, see if anybody's reacted on anything. I'm gonna click on the entries as they come in on the Facebooks and the restreams. Dennis says, "What's Irish and stays out all night?" Patio furniture. Patio furniture. Ah! Dennis gets a little love there. Here we're gonna. Oh, can I copy paste? Yeah. Here, I'll put the Dennis in. What's Irish and stays out all night? Patio furniture. My wife asked me to stop singing Oasis songs in the house. I said maybe. What kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals? Lorraine's got some jokes. Let's go. Batman, what's a dad joke? Good morning, Rick. We're taking dad jokes till 7:25. 8:25, sorry. Well, 7:25 if you're on the other time zone. How's that? If you're on mountain time. Open-toed sandals. Arr, 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 arr. I like it. That's a good one. Hey, why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you can like my copy of Dennis's YouTube guess. Dennis had another one here. Wait, we got it. Oh, Dennis. I should have known Dennis would have multiple dad jokes. Dad jokes. Dennis 2, son of Dennis. There we go. I went to Disneyland once, but I never went back because I was feeling kind of goofy. Oh, man. That's rich stuff. Pull my finger all day. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. Yes. Speaking of Uranus and National Fudge Day, how do you plan a party, or how do you damn it, I blew it. How do you organize a party in space? You plan it. But I screwed that up. Hey! Oh, you didn't even hear me. I read that one earlier. That impasta one. But you can still count it. You still count it. Well, you have 4 minutes left for your dad jokes. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. That's one of my personal favorites. I like to eat healthy, and it is National Veggies Day. One of my favorite fruits is also the favorite fruit of vampires. Did you know that? Vampires have a favorite fruit? The nectarine. Thank you. What do you call the security guards outside the Samsung factory? The Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. Come on, guys. What did the Buffalo dad say when he dropped his kid off for school? Bison. I'm gonna give it all the likeys here. Barack. Excuse me. You thought I was gonna say blood orange? Yeah, that would kind of work. Kind of works. Did you hear that Russia opened a new restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. Oh, let's see. What do we got left? How much time we got left? 2.5 minutes. Oh my God, we skipped I forgot to talk about favorite Mexican food. I don't care. We're going to keep going with dad jokes. I've been drinking too much coffee this morning. I have had my 1 16-ounce cup. Thank you, sir. Otherwise, agua. Necesita más agua, por favor. All day long. Oh, ¿qué tiempo hace? Es 8:22 a.m. What's the, let's see. Over the weekend, I invented a new word. Plagiarism. Oh, Trevor. Technically counts. Technically. Did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory? All that was left was debris. Debris, B-R-I-E. Get it? Debris. Cheese factory explosion. Oh no. Debris left. I will make myself laugh with these terrible dad jokes. What do you call fruit playing the guitar? A jam session. I like that. That's a gooder. I'm so good at sleeping, I can do it with my eyes closed. Hey, Rick, speaking of coffee, do you know why the coffee filed a police report? It got mugged. Thank you, Fred. Oh, you've got 30 seconds left, kids. 30 seconds left, and then I'm cutting it off. And then we're going to be digging in on seeing who scores $10 for the best dad joke. Okay? What do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. Oh, my gosh. All right, last one, 5 seconds left. I'm reading a book on anti-gravity. That book is hard to put down. All right, that is our 10-minute window. No more dad jokes. What do you call a sad coffee? Depresso. All right, let's look at, we're going to end it here with Trevor's, I think was the last minute there. I read a good book about lubricants. It's non-friction. All right. You can go ahead and vote in the comments, and then we're going to hit your warm and fuzzies here in a sec. Vote on the dad jokes that are in there. You guys that are here, clicky away on the comments. Dennis, if you have one that you want in particular other than yourself to be voted on, you can poke me and I'll dig in. All right? So guess away on who you think had the best dad joke. Go ahead and love. Put loves on there. That way it stands out a little more and I can count it. It doesn't really matter. It's just clickies. And I'll send you $10. Hey, what's your favorite Mexican food? Your favorite staple? We know what it says about you. Here's your choices. Let me get my Mexican food picture up here first. Dad jokes are loaded and expired. Mexican food. Look, I laid out a buffet for you guys across the bottom of the screen. I did it behind the scroll, though. Taco, burrito, quesadilla, tamales, enchilada, churros, guacamole, and nachos. These are your choices. If you're a taco person, if that's your number one go-to Mexican food, tacos means you're likely adaptable. You love variety. You're easygoing. You enjoy mingling with different social circles. Lorraine with open-toed sandals. I think that may be where it's at, Fred. That was an early leader there. Yeah, I'll go back and double check when we get through our Mexican food. If burritos are your go-to, I'm going to say probably quesadillas are probably my go-to. I like tacos. That's tacos, quesadillas. That's my two right there. Burrito lovers are often practical and efficient. You like to have everything you need in one place. You're a master of multitasking. Go get them, burrito lovers. Quesadillas, you might be a comfort seeker who values simplicity. You're warm and you love making others feel at home. I don't know. I like to flip my quesadillas up, man. I put some funky shit in my quesadillas. My comfort is eclectic. Tamales. Tamales in Texas. The lady come by the music shop with a big 5-gallon bucket just full of tamales. Like, here, give me $5. Here's 4,000 tamales. Eat the shit out of them. They're so good. Choosing tamales means you appreciate tradition. You appreciate family. You enjoy gatherings and sharing cultural experiences. Tamales are kind of that core, the madre de Mexican food. Enchiladas. Enchiladas fans are adventurous and bold. Go get them, Tiger. You're not afraid to spice things up, explore new horizons. Churros. Churros aren't even on my list. I'll be completely honest. I don't like fried anymore. But if you like churros and it's your favorite, you've got a sweet, fun-loving personality. You're crunchy with sweet goodness on the inside. You bring joy and lightheartedness to any situation. I'm a churro somewhere inside. Lorraine with open-toed sandals in the library with a candlestick. Guacamole. Oh, guacamole. It doesn't really matter to you what's on the plate. It could be tacos, could be a burrito, could be quesadilla, it could be whatever. You got to have some guacamole. If you got to have some guacamole, it means you're fresh, you're health conscious. You're always looking for the best in life, guacamole lover. And finally, nachos. If nachos are your jam, you're likely sociable and you enjoy a good time. You like sharing those good times with friends, right? You're always the life of the party, nacho lover. That's nacho party, but you're going to show up anyway. So there you go. There's what you know about Mexico, yo. Let's see. We're gonna look up here at the comments and see where we're at. Get back up in the dad joke scrolls. You can't see me scrolling, so this is really riveting footage, isn't it? Coming up, Warm and Fuzzies just around the corner. Let's get the Mexican food sign off. Let's bring on some baby cheetahs. Where the hell's my baby cheetah? Come on, kitty. There he is. Alicia's in the loo, I believe. She's not here with us this morning, I don't think, but she'll be up in the loo. Lorraine says, yeah, like we have a 3-way tie. I need you guys. Somebody's not voting. Like we've got Robert's. Let me find it. Let me go back up. The impasta joke has got a couple clicks. Trevor's got a couple clicks on the buffalo bison joke. And Lorraine's got an open-toed sandals joke. Okay, well, here's what I'll do. I'll use the randomizer. Random.org. And I'm going, it's verifying I'm human, so give me a second. I'm going to put in the 3 of your names, and then I'm going to use the randomizer. Robert likes Dennis's patio furniture. I agree. All right, we'll just do it this way. We'll leave it to the randomizer. I'll put a list. I'm putting... We should have just done this anyway, right? Trevor, Lorraine, Dennis, Robert. Our 4 entrants. And now I'm going to roll a die to determine how many times I'm going to randomize the list. That's how I do this giveaway. Roll dice. Dice rolled 4. So now I'm going to my list. Randomize once. Again. again. And Dennis is the winner. Number 1 is Dennis, followed by Trevor, followed by Robert, followed by Lorraine. So there we go. The randomizer has chosen. Behold. And I can't share it with you because I didn't do it on the computer that I'm running the show from. That's all right. So Dennis, I don't know if I have your Venmo or Cash App or whatever. We'll figure it out. Or you can send it to me in a PM. All right? We're knocking out Warm and Fuzzies now. Dennis! Congratulations to Dennis for winning our dad joke competition today. Good times, great oldies. Warm and Fuzzies. A Houston, Texas woman threw a quinceañera for her kitty cat. A lavish quinceañera. Holly Marie Gonzalez had a grand cake, a mariachi band, and custom gowns for the feline. Guests traveled from across the country to attend the celebration, which raised money for a local pet rescue. So this was more than just a hululu. They had a party. They raised $600 with their little private party with the kitty quinceañera. That's beautiful. The party went viral on TikTok with millions of views and donations poured in for the shelter after the fact. I don't know how much, but that's cool. Lunch is on there, and there you go. Yeah, I'm buying Dennis's lunch today. It's perfect. This from the British Columbia newspaper Global News. I don't know if that's actually in BC or not, but Global News said a BC couple recently got engaged underwater. They went deep sea diving. And Max Hone proposed to his partner, girlfriend, fiance. I always say partner all the time. Say whatever they are. These probably called her his fiance. It's whatever. Proposed to Kaylin Lindsay while on the sea floor, and she accepted. The sign said, "Will you marry me? Say yes or I'll pull out your oxygen." But no, that's really cool and a unique way to get engaged. Much more than my way of, I'm getting ready to ask, and as I'm reaching into my pocket to get a ring out, Mom's like, "Oh, are you going to propose?" I was, and I did. And our final Warm and Fuzzy comes to us from Mount Oliver, Pennsylvania. Good old steelworking town, I think. Mount Oliver. Where 2 Mount Oliver, Pennsylvania postal workers received hero awards for saving 74-year-old Janice Taylor from a dog attack. That's right. The postal workers attacked the dog this time. Mail carriers Tony Criley and Jamie Stevens heard this woman, Janice Taylor, heard her cries for help. "Help! Help! Dog's kicking my ass." They came over. The dog was indeed attacking her. They sprayed the dog with mace, prevented further harm. Taylor expressed deep gratitude, saying she would not be alive if not for their quick actions. Thank God they took actions. And also, mail carriers carrying mace is a brilliant idea because there you go. Usually it's the other way around, right? The dog's attacking the mailman. Not this time. Mailman strikes back. Episode 5. All right. Well, with that, kids, I mean, macing a dog is not really warm and fuzzy, but saving a 74-year-old lady from being killed by one is pretty warm and fuzzy, albeit a little violent for a Monday. Maybe it's that kind of Monday. Dig in, all right? Lots to do today. Stay focused on what you need to focus on. Give yourself a little bit of break. Give yourself credit for what you've done so far in the day, and, take a little break later today and just breathe. And just collect your thoughts. Give yourself like 15 minutes of peace. Okay, and make it intentional today. Just do that later. Seriously. 15 minutes. And if that's too long, if shit gets awkward after 5 minutes, you're like, okay, that's been peaceful too long. Now I'm getting anxiety. Then don't anymore. If all you need is 5 minutes, 5 minutes. But be intentional. Give yourself some peace time today. Okay? That's it. That's my deal. Kellison, good morning. Just wrapping the show. But you can go back. The TIQ had some legs today. It lasted a little bit. We'll see if you can catch up. All right, boys and girls, have a great week. I will see you Wednesday morning. Back to the shenanigans post Cape Catfish game. Next game tomorrow night. Should be decent weather for the game. So come out, bring your dogs. You can bring your doggos to the park tomorrow, and it'll be good. Yeah, even Olga. Yes, to the ballpark. All right. Be nice humans and love one another. I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.